Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're coming in for the first time, you're very welcome. If you've been on this channel before and you're a subscriber, thanks so much for coming again. This is Hannah Tiga, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make your own A-line jumpsuit. So let's just get started. First of all, you want to lay your pattern paper on the table. Then you want to make sure the length and the width of the pattern paper will accommodate the length of the jumpsuit and your width. With my pattern paper, I made sure I had 60 inches in length and the width is 30 inches because the 60 inches I've got on the length is more than enough for the length I want to draft. So you want to make sure you have enough to work with. Apart from half of your hip circumference, make sure the pattern paper you're going to be using has up to 8 to 10 inches extra allowance for your A-line shape. Now, you want to make sure the edge of your paper, which is the start line, is straight enough. And if it isn't, you need to trim out the excess paper. I made new markings for my start line and used my ruler to make a straight line across. And once that was marked, I went ahead and cut it off. And from that start line, you want to come down by 2 inches. And the 2 inches is for your strap casing. You need the casing for your straps, so you need to mark 2 inches first. Once you've marked it, grab your ruler and rule a straight line. So that 2 inches needs to be folded over. So you want to mark place on fold on that line. We're going to be taking our measurements without the 2 inches casing for now. So what you need to do is to fold away the 2 inches casing. Now you want to divide your hip circumference by 2. So if your hip is 40, if you divide it by 2, you would have 20. So 20 inches would be marked on the paper. For this project, I'll be using the 40 inches hip circumference. So when I divide it by 2, I would have 20. So I will mark the 20 inches first. Next, from the 20 inches, you want to come in by 3 inches. Because we're going to be drafting a armhole. Come in by 3 inches there. And you want to come down from the 20 inches we marked before. You want to come down by half of your armhole measurement. Your armhole circumference divided by 2, whatever it gives you, you want to come down by it. So you want to make your marking, then connect from that 3 inches. You want to connect straight to half of your armhole measurement in a curved line. If you have a curved ruler, you can use it. So that's it. And from that armhole, you want to draft your A-line shape all the way down. But before we do that, I'm going to take half an inch for my sewing allowance. So you want to mark that half an inch. Then from that half an inch, you want to use your ruler and draw out your A-line. So here I've drafted my A-line. If you take note, half of your hip circumference you worked with from the start that gave us 20 inches, you will automatically have more than that. So that's enough room for you. When you draft your A-line, it automatically extends your measurement. So the A-line runs all the way to your hemline. I'm still going to trim a bit of that because that will be too long for me. And don't forget we have 6 inches strap measurement we're still going to put in. So you want to grab your scissors and cut out your pattern. Then we'll move on to the next stage. Next, you want to take your vertical waistline measurement, and what you need to do is to take 6 inches before the 2 inches casing. As you can see, the ruler, I've left 6 inches allowance, so I'll take the measurement from there and go down. So I'm taking 17 inches for my vertical waistline measurement, and I'm gonna make the marking. After then, you want to take your hip line measurement. So from my waistline, I'm gonna go down by 8 inches because 17 plus 8 will give me my hip measurement. So you want to do the same. Next will be your crotch line measurement. You can either measure your crotch line from your waist or from your hip line. Just add your crotch measurement. From my hip line, my crotch measurement is 3.5. So I've taken the 3.5 there. And from the 3.5, I'm gonna add additional 3 inches for ease because it's a free flow jumpsuit. And after I took the 3 inches, I wasn't really satisfied. I went ahead and added an additional 1 inch to it. As you can see here, I added the 1 inch. So in total from my hip line, I've added 7.5 inches. So you want to add your crotch allowance, then add additional 3 to 4 inches. So once that is done, you want to come to your hemline and come in by 1.5 inches. You come in by 1.5 inches from the place on fold, right, and make your marking. You can make a couple of 1.5 inches. Then you need to connect it from the crotch line. It's basically you making a slight curve and connect it with the 1.5 inches all the way to your hemline. So you want to grab your ruler and make the line straight. And if you have a curved ruler, you can always make use of that to perfect your curve. So it connects to the crotch line like that. Then you want to grab your scissors and cut it out. Now you want to cut out your straps. You will need 2 straps, guys. The width will be 3 inches and the length can be from 30 to 40 inches. But the longer the better, so you can go for 40 inches for your strap. Next, you want to lay your fabric and place your pattern paper and start cutting your jumpsuit out. And you need to make sure your place on fold is well aligned. Use the same pattern to cut your front and back panel, as you need 2 panels for the jumpsuit. Remember to open up your casing and don't leave it folded over. Open it up so you can cut out. And once you finish cutting, you should have something like this. As you can see, it's an hairline. You can see the hairline shape. You can see the crotch line, armhole, and the strap casing. And the next stage, you want to start sewing by starting off with a armhole. You can either cut a bias or a facing or fold it over like I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be folding over a quarter first, then I'll fold another quarter and I'll stitch down. You wanna go ahead and stitch down your armhole. If you take a note, I've used a white thread because I want it to contrast with the fabric. And next you want to stitch down the side of your jumpsuit. And after then you want to move on to the crotch line as well. and the inseam. You also want to stitch down your hemline. I had to cut like 2 inches off the length of my jumpsuit. You want to start applying notches along your crotch line, the inseam, so it's not folded. As you can see, I can still see some folds. It's still folding over there. So I went ahead, flipped it over and placed more notches. If you need to apply some trimming, trim a bit of excess fabric off the allowance, you need to do that to perfect your inseam. For your casing, you want to fold 1/4 of an inch like that and fold it over to make your 2 inches. But I'm not going to do that with mine. I went ahead and used my zigzag scissors because the fabric I'm using is a non-fraying fabric. It's stretchy and beautiful. So I've applied my zigzag scissors just to make the edges smooth, so I don't have to turn it. I don't have to use the 1/4 to turn. So I would just turn the 2 inches straight away. As you can see, I'm not double folding, so I'm just folding once because I've got a zigzag edge. So you can apply overlocker as well. So that's the bit I've cut out. Then I went ahead and stitched down my 2 inches. And that's it done. And for the straps, you want to fold your strap into 2. Make sure you target the midpoint of your strap. Fold one side over like that and fold the other side, and they will both meet at the midpoint of the 3 inches, and fold it over again like that. Then you apply your stitches. Once you've stitched down your straps, they are ready. So if you have a safety pin or any other thing, you can use it to help you pull the strap through. I did mine without any safety pin. It was that easy to pull through the casing. And make sure you don't lose grip of both ends of the strap, or you start all over again. And here's my jumpsuit. Fantastic, fabulous, beautiful, elegant. I don't have enough words to describe this jumpsuit. I absolutely love it. Very easy to make, simple, classy. I call it a red carpet A-line jumpsuit. Depending on what fabric you use, you can always pull it off in a beautiful way. So thanks so much for watching this video. I can't wait to see your own creation, what you've made out of this. Remember to hit that subscribe button, press the notification bell to notify you anytime I post a new video. Like and share, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Till then, look after yourself and bye for now.